just standing there. I recognize that look. Like your shoes have been walking a long road. Wanderer's heart, tired eyes, but still full of fire. Come on, sugar. Sit down. Take a breath. You're safe now. You're with me. Now let me introduce myself properly. I'm America. Yeah, that America. People talk about me like I'm just a place on a map, a name in a headline, a fire in someone else's backyard. But I'm more than that. I'm made up of stories, stitched together by hands that came from everywhere, bringing their languages, their recipes, their hopes, a living, breathing patchwork quilt. Worn in places, sure, but still warm enough to wrap you up if you need it. And you look like you could use a place to rest, to belong. You know, I've always had room, always made space. I ain't perfect, I'll admit that right up front. But my door's been open longer than most. Longer than most. You could say I was born open. People showed up on ships and planes. Some walked deserts, some crossed rivers, and some just packed a suitcase and prayed for a better day. I opened my arms, still do. You ever heard the phrase melting pot? Sounds a little messy, right? That's 'cause it is. But it's the kind of mess that makes something beautiful. We've got rice cooking next to gumbo, biryani with barbecue, bagels and tamales in the same deli. We argue at the table, sure. Big families do that, but we always find our way back. And somehow, all those spices don't cancel each other out. They make something richer. You like the cold. I got states where the snow stacks up like dreams in January. Try Vermont or Minnesota if you're brave. Want the ocean? California's got sunsets that'll knock the breath out of your lungs. Florida's got heat, beaches, and more Cuban coffee than you'll know what to do with. Want wide open skies? Montana. Room to breathe, to think, to be. Or maybe you want the pulse of the city. I got New York, baby. A city that never sleeps 'cause its dreams are too big for a bedtime. Or Chicago. Steel and jazz, deep dish and deeper roots. You want soul? Go down to New Orleans. Let the music carry you. Or Texas. Pick any city, and you'll find a whole universe under its hat. You can plant roots where you want here. You can change your name, change your job, change your entire life if you feel like it. Nobody will stop you. That's part of my promise. You see, I don't ask you where you're from so much as I ask where you want to go. Come as you are. Bring your accent, your faith, your food, your family. You can wear your hijab or your yarmulke, pray in a temple or not at all. Love who you love, build what you want. We argue about it all the time, sure, but that's freedom. The messy, sacred right to speak, to protest, to grow. I've been called a lot of things. Land of opportunity, home of the brave, the great experiments. But at my best, I'm a shelter. I'm a second chance. I'm the porch light that stays on just in case someone like you comes knocking. So, what do you say? Stay a while. Hell, stay forever. There's space in my heart and a room with your name on the door. You pick the view. Mountains, skyline, desert, lake. I'll provide the keys. You're welcome here. You belong here. You always have. You know, people think I only show my face face in the fireworks and parades, all stars and stripes and brass bands, and sure, I do love a good celebration. But if you really want to find me, I'm in the quiet places too. I'm in a diner at 2 a.m., where a waitress tops off your coffee and calls you on like you've known each other forever. I'm in the back row of a church, where someone kneels with tears in their eyes and no one asks why. I'm on a stoop in the Bronx, a porch swing in Georgia, a skateboard park in Oregon, a cornfield in Nebraska. I'm the stranger who helps you start your car in a blizzard. I'm the neighbor who brings you casserole when someone's passed. I'm not one face. I'm millions. I'm Vietnamese nail salons and Nigerian tech startups, Mexican mechanics and Irish nurses, Somali poets, Korean grocers, Dominican barbers, Jewish bakers. I'm in Kansas finding my voice, and coal miners in West Virginia holding on to dignity. I'm veterans. I'm dreamers. I'm grandparents and newborns and every story in between. And yeah, I've stumbled. God knows I've stumbled. There have been chapters I'm not proud of. Times when I forgot who I was supposed to be. Times the door was closed when it should have opened wider. Every generation that walks through, when they walk through me, they leave something behind. A lesson, a scar, a promise to do better. That's the thing about me. I don't stay the same. I evolve. I stretch. I break and rebuild. You want to help shape me? You can. You don't have to wait for permission. That's what makes me me. If you see something broken, fix it. If you see someone hurting, reach out. Speak, vote, build, dream out loud. You'll be in good company. I was built by people who didn't ask, can I, but said, watch me. You don't need a pedigree to walk in here. You just need heart. You've got that. I can see it in your eyes. So, come live with me. We'll find you a corner to call your own. A city to fall in love with. A road to drive too fast down. Windows down, music up. You'll find your rhythm here. Maybe not right away, but you will. You'll find people who see you, who fight for you, who mess up and apologize and keep trying. You'll find family, not always by blood, but by something even deeper. You won't always agree with everyone, but you'll learn. That's part of the magic. You grow, I grow with you. So what do you say? You, me, and the open road. There's a place at the table. There's a flag flying just high enough to remind you you're part of something. And there's a key on the hook by the door. It's yours, if you want it. Just say the word, and welcome home. You know, sometimes people say I'm too big, too loud, too complicated. And I laugh when I hear that. Because they're right. I am big. I hold multitudes. I contradict myself daily. But would you really want me any other way? Where else can a kid born in a trailer park grow up to write novels that change minds? Where else can someone sell fruit on a corner one year and run for office the next? Where else do you hear 5 languages in one city block and people still join every day to listen to each other? I'm the country of protest and prayer, of still and sunlight, of deserts and dreams. I'm built on risk. I'm fueled by belief, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. And don't let anyone tell you you don't have a place here, that you're too foreign, too different, too late. No such thing. The truth is, I was made for people like you, people who still believe something better is possible, people who choose hope even after they've been hurt. You don't have to erase who you are to be with me. I don't want that. Bring your mother tongue. Bring your sacred songs and your spices and your silence. You don't have to fit into me like a mold. You shape me just by showing up. You want quiet? Find a cabin in Maine where the snow hushes the world and the stars look close enough to touch. You want fire? Head to Arizona Arizona, where the sun carves color into stone and the earth hums ancient songs. Want green fields, green hills, and fiddle music? Try the Carolinas. Or maybe you want hustle, the non-stop neon heartbeat of a place like LA, or the grind and soul of Detroit. You get to choose. That's the beauty of it. There's no one way to be American. You don't have to pledge anything today. No tests, no scripts. Just bring your whole self. So many have come before you. Fled war, fled hunger, fled silence. Came here with nothing but names that nobody could pronounce and dreams that didn't always fit the paperwork. But they stayed, they built, and they became part of me. Not because they were perfect, but because they believed they could matter here. That's all I ask. Don't come to disappear. Come to be seen. Come to plant something that will outlast you. Come to build, to teach, to sing, to dance, to speak truth, even when your voice shakes. I'm not a promise I always keep, but I am a promise worth fighting for. And I want you here, not just as a visitor, as part of me, as home. So, you ready? Because I've been saving a place right here beside me, forever if you want. Just say yes. You know what else? You don't have to come here already knowing who you are. That's another thing people forget about me. I'm not just a place to arrive. I'm a place to become. You want to reinvent yourself? Start over? Good. I've seen people do it 1,000 different ways. The kid who thought they had to hide their light. Here, they shine. The mother who never had a minute to dream. Here, she builds her own business. The artist who thought no one would understand. Here they find a gallery, or a street corner, or a stage, and people stop to listen. You don't have to come in loud. You don't have to storm the gates. You can come in quiet, come in scared, come in heartbroken. That's okay. I've carried all of that before. I've held all of that before. And I will again. Because here's the truth, plain and simple. You matter to me. Your voice, your laughter, your struggle, your joy. You matter. You make me better just by being here. And don't think for 1 second that you need to look a certain way, or love a certain way, or pray a certain way to earn that space. You don't have to earn it. You just have to accept it. I know the world can be hard, cold, closed. I know the borderlines of other places can feel like still walls. But me, I was built from broken pieces and open hands. I was never meant to be sealed off. I was meant to reach out. And right now, I'm reaching for you. This land right here, it's been walked by the feet of every kind of soul. It remembers. It remembers freedom seekers and field workers, inventors and dreamers, soldiers and students and sons who never made it home. It remembers pain, yes, but it remembers purpose too. And now, it's calling for you to leave your own footprints, to write your own page, to join the story. You don't have to be fearless. Just bring your fear with you. We'll carry it together. We'll carry each other. That's what we do. That's what we've always done. So, are you ready? Because the door's open, the table's set, the porch light's on, and this old heart of mine, beaten, bruised, but still beating strong, has room for one more. Welcome. Let's build this life.